back to the channel. I hope you guys are extremely doing good. So in this video, as you all have asked what is data engineering, Praveen, and you all have also polled, right? 343 people have voted for, like, you wanted to learn data engineering. So today I have Mr. Deepak Goyal sir, who has 15 years of experience into data engineering, and he is a very renowned teacher over LinkedIn and other platforms also. So stay tuned to this podcast till the end. You will get all the important details. I will also give all the timestamps of questions in the description, so do check out and find out what is the important question which you wanted to know, right? So let's get with the introduction of sir. So sir, please start with your introduction and tell us about yourself to our viewers.
So first of all, thank you, Praveen, for inviting me on your podcast. I mean, you are already doing a very amazing work. Your bootcamp was a big success, and like I know that personally, few people has reached out to me and they talked about you, and like people are getting benefited actually. So your
Thank you, sir.
channel is doing amazing work, and hats off to you for that work.
Thank you, sir.
Coming to about myself, like I'm Deepak Goyal. I am almost in 15 years old in this industry now, and I love to talk about data engineering. I am someone who uh, advocate cloud a lot over the LinkedIn, everywhere on my blogs and all. So I'm you can call me as a content creator on the data engineering as well. But yeah, I mean, I love and I feel that this is the technology which everyone should be into it, at least at this point of time, because this can could give you a very rewarding career at this point. So that's why I feel it's important that everybody should aware of it, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, back to you, Praveen.
Great, sir. That's amazing. Like, I have been watching your mainly your posts. I think one post has hit so much likes where people are amazed to learn data engineering from you, and that's how our channel viewers will definitely get benefited. So I'll be sharing all the important links which Deepak Goyal sir will be sharing to me. So do check out that. So going on to the second question, because sir, you have 15 years of experience into data engineering. So can you tell me, like, what all the tools and technologies are included?
So see, data engineering has been evolved over the years. I mean, if I go back up to like 10 years ago in 2012 or somewhere like that, so that time there was ideally no field called as a data engineering. That time people used to call just as a big data developer or a Hadoop developer or a Hadoop professional.
Hmm.
Those kind of profiles you see, even whenever a job came that time, people called never call a data engineer. It was just like a big data developer. Data engineering came into, I mean, it was theoretical there, but on the ground you haven't find the jobs for a data engineer. I feel almost from 2017, 18 onwards, the time when this AWS and Google and your Azure come into the picture and it getting the popularity. So
Hmm.
that time, like all this data engineering specific profiles are getting the boom. And see, the reason of this is like, as I always said, many platforms as well, that we have changed into a different generation now. The
Yes.
10 years ago the generation was into an making the things online,
Hmm.
making the thing digitalized, like creating a website, creating an app. But in last 10 years, so many apps, so many digitalization happen. If you see around, almost you got everything is digitalized now, almost. So everyone has created a digitalization, everyone got a data. Now in the step two or in the second world, now everybody has to manage the data, and that's where your data engineer is comes very handy.
Great, sir. So, according to you, because of Azure, AWS, and those clouds have come into picture, so you are telling data engineering has evolved like anything into the last few years, right? So that's awesome. Because of cloud, I would say even DevOps have boomed in from 2016, 17, I think. Okay, great. So, sir, tell me one thing. So, when a person wants to learn data engineering, right? So, what all things he or she should know from basics? Like, can you give some roadmap kind of thing? अगर ये पढ़ लिए तो हाँ आप at least a good data engineer बन सकते हैं.
See, there is one thing, one is a data engineer. Okay, now somebody has to manage the data. Now, using only data engineering is not sufficient in this world now, because things are moving so fast and you cannot ignore the cloud. Okay, so cloud is playing a very major role now in the data engineering world.
Yes.
So ideally, I would recommend anyone at this point to do just focus on the data engineering. Incorporate this data engineering with the cloud. Okay, now the moment you incorporate your data engineering with the cloud, then it's getting little bit specific. For example, it could be your Azure data engineering, it could be data engineering over AWS, or it could be over Google. But overall, the basic thing which remains common is the first, you need the Spark, which is common across the platform.
Okay.
It could be PySpark, it could be Databricks. All these three more or less is the same thing. So you need a Spark. Second thing, you need to know any one ETL tool or data pipelining tool.
Okay.
For example, if you talk about Azure, it could be Data Factory. If you talk about something Google or somewhere else, maybe it in Apache Airflow or something like that. So you need to know these two basic things. One
Okay.
is like a orchestration tool. Another one is your Spark. That is the two, I would say, the heart of data engineering. Rest is many services are there.
Okay, that's awesome, sir. So at least I got to know like PySpark is the first one, and any pipeline, ETL pipeline, we should be knowing, right? That's awesome, sir. So, sir, would you be giving some URLs or some document where these kind of things are there
Yeah.
to our
So
viewers, at least
yes,
for
sure.
starting
So
the basics?
yes. So what
Great.
you can do is you can reach out to Praveen. I'll share with the Praveen, or Praveen can drop all these URLs under this.
Great. That's
So
awesome.
I mean, just to announce, like I'm already running a one complete free kind of a boot camp where I am teaching cloud completely free. So I am personally teaching live sessions. 10 sessions are going on at this point. So you can all come and join that learning cloud completely free.
Great, sir. So, sir, those details also you can give it to me. I will put in the
Sure.
description so that people are getting
Definitely, I will
benefited.
do that.
That's awesome, sir. And I was not knowing it's for free. So definitely, guys, do check out sir's bootcamp also. I would love to join one or the other session. That's awesome, sir. So, sir, going on to the next question. So we have talked what is data engineering. We have talked about what a person should know from basics. Now we will be going into the salary structure of the data engineering person, right? Because I have seen many data engineers are getting the best packages in the market. So tell me about something, whether these are similar to SDE roles or similar to DevOps roles or greater than both of them.
To be honest, as Praveen, you mentioned already, the packages which people get in the data engineering world is quite handsome. There is no doubt about it. See, anywhere, wherever you talk about packages, there is only two reasons. One is like demand would be very high, and there's scarcity of the resources. So this is both the thing is coming into the data engineering, that every organization is somehow is want to prepare their data platforms and they need data engineering. And on the second hand, there are very less folks available who know the data engineering. So that has boomed the packages, to be honest. So that is one of the reason you always find the good package. And when you compare with the SDE role, so the interesting fact is that getting into data engineering job is much easier than getting into the SDE job.
Great. That's
So
awesome, sir.
risk to reward is very high. If you go and learn data engineering, getting into that field is quite easy compared to maybe you stuck yourself with DSA and all, and like
Yes.
running with only very few small set of companies for high packages. So that's how, like, it's a low hanging fruit which you go and pluck it as fast as possible.
Great, sir. So, sir, here one question is striking in my mind. So, let's assume a fresher who is coming from a tier 3 college and he has learned complete data engineering. So, and he wants to target product based companies. So, what can be a fresher salary at that point of time for a data engineer?
See, easily, I feel if you targeting only the product based company, being a fresher, so anywhere somewhere around 8 to 15 lakh rupees packet,
Great.
somewhere in
That's
this bracket you can think of. So
Mhm.
that could be the one you get it. Again, if you are targeting specifically for the product-based company.
Awesome, sir. That's a good package. I think in this 2022, getting 8 to 15 LPA is a very
It's
good
very
package.
good.
Yes.
It's very good.
Great, sir. So, sir, when we are talking about the freshers, because most of my channel viewers are freshers only, right? So, I would like to know how a data engineer can apply on the job portals, or how the opportunities he can grab, either for freshers or experienced. Can you tell some of the links or some of the websites where you can say, like, okay, here are the best data engineering profiles you can get and apply?
See, to be honest, as soon as you are ready with your stuff, I would say first of all, going ahead and applying for data engineer, at least put some projects into your resume first of all, because that will improve your chances to get crack an interview. Okay, so add some. See, if you are a fresher, you always say that we don't have an experience, but you can always put a dummy project, like you have done some sample capstone project or something like that. So put that in your resume once it is there. Or if you are a experience as well, and you are something new into the data engineering, so still you should also put something which showcase your expertise, that you have done something, not just read about the technology and going for as a complete fresher. You can always project that, okay, I know that this technology, I have done this project, this my GitHub URL probably, and that will improve your chances. And coming to the portal, the best thing is like go to different portals like your all job portals. And I'm also running few common folder, not a portal honestly,
Okay.
like because a lot of people directly reach out to me, like a lot of recruiters talk to me, like as I prepare a lot of data engineers,
Correct.
so they always come to me and asking like, if you have some data engineers, you can pass it on to us. So you
Great.
can drop that your resume in my common share folder. I'll give the link for that as well.
That's awesome.
So there, from there also, like a lot of recruiters can access your profiles.
That's awesome, sir. I would definitely love
Yeah.
to implement this, because many of the recruiters have approached me, but I seriously didn't notice like some of the shared folder. I can make it where people
Yeah.
are uploading the resume. That is very
See,
easy task, sir. Awesome,
yeah.
also.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, we don't want to earn out of it, to be
Correct.
honest,
Exactly.
Praveen. Like
Exactly.
our, you and me both are focusing like that. Okay, this is not our bread and butter. Like people get some job offers and recruiter get place some folks. I
Exactly.
mean, it's good for us, like as a being a good human or as a good community member. So that's what
Great.
I'm doing is like I keep a dropping a common folder, and then
Mhm.
everybody can access it.
Awesome, sir. So from sir, even I am learning something new. I hope you guys are also learning. Sir will give his bootcamp free link. Sir will give all the important links, like where you can upload your resume if you are a data engineer, right? And next question is for you all, and that sir will be answering in a while. So sir, tell me one thing: can a DevOps engineer can move into data engineering?
Yes, definitely. See, for getting into the data engineering, you need only two basic things. The first one is like the basic of SQL, which I feel is so common skill set that is required across the technology. Whether you are a Java developer, whether you are an Android person, whether you are a DevOps guy, basic SQL you should aware. So
Mhm.
that is the one thing needed. Second is, if you are from a DevOps, I assume by default you know little bit scripting. Okay,
Correct.
little bit about the programming. So here you need a very little bit about a programming. Okay, not a very complex level of programming, but little bit. If you know very basic programming, that's two basic thing is good enough to get into the data engineering world.
Great, sir. So basically, DevOps can definitely move into data engineering. And even I wanted to explore, sir, because I have seen my friends, they are getting much more package than DevOps engineer.
It's possible. So I mean, to be honest, sometime I feel like you always find the more
Correct.
number of requirements for the data engineer, and
Exactly.
that is common, right? That is the nature of the job. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So, okay, with that said, we have one more question coming in for sir. So, basically, when we are talking about, like in the first question, you told because of cloud, the data engineering got into boom, right? So, tell me, sir, which cloud is best one in the current market scenario, which can give a fresher or an experienced the best packages out of it?
Praveen, this is the one most common question asked ever to me. Okay,
Yes,
that
sir.
which cloud we should pick. Guys, the simple answer is pick anything. Okay, I am someone who advocate about the Azure, but it's not like that. You can pick anything, but if you ask me my personal recommendation, I will always say that if you are starting fresher or experienced one or like new into the cloud journey, it make much more sense to start with the Microsoft Azure. The reason is very simple. Azure is on the uptrend at the moment. Okay, so it's always makes sense to learn the technology which is like booming at this point. And the reason is simple. You just look around yourself. I mean, look at every company indirectly is using what? Every company is using Microsoft product, like
Yes.
either in the form of operating system, either in form of SQL Server, Dynamics 365, or any different Microsoft Office or different product. So now you tell me, if I am a company and I already have a one customer who is taking some of my product, how easy for me to sell another product to them? It's quite easy,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
for Microsoft, selling their Azure aggressively is quite easy. And if company is adopting the Azure, definitely there will be more demand for the Azure resources. As simple as that. So that's how Microsoft is having a much more edge compared to AWS and the Google, because they already have their customer pipelines,
Correct. Correct. Yes, sir.
and easy integration with their existing services is another advantage which they always can project. So
Yes, sir.
that's why I say like it's good or it's best to be in the Azure at this point.
Awesome, sir. So basically, you are telling at current market trend, if we consider the Azure data engineering with Azure pipelines, ETL structures, and all those things, we are good to go to get a good job with
Yep.
best package, right, sir? Awesome, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, I would like to know, like in data engineering part, like only I see few of the company names are only flashing out in the Naukri or in the portal, right? So can you tell me what are other companies which are hiring for data engineering, which you feel that okay, these companies if you apply and by God's grace and with your hard work, if you get selected, this is the best you will get out of it as a package. So any companies you have?
To be honest, Praveen, almost every company is doing, every company. I mean, forget about the marquee name of a very big name like you call it Amazon, Google, Meta
Mm-hmm.
company, etc. All that. Even if you go the very service-based company like TCS, Cognizant, Wipro, even I mean, few of my students got selected into the HDFC Bank. And
Okay.
you tell me how much package they got it. That guy has a 7 8 years of experience and
Mhm.
like he got 32 plus
Oh my God, that's
by
awesome.
HDFC Bank itself. So
HDFC Bank, so that's what.
so you I mean that's why I always say no need to go for a big product company. I mean, even if you pick a small company, I mean nobody can think about the bank can give that much
Yes, yes, that
package.
definitely is.
And I was also surprised when I get to know about it. But he said that HDFC Bank is also like the one company which is developing their own data centers and they
Hmm.
need data engineers and all. So
Yes.
the requirement and the demand is quite huge. I mean, it's always better to look for the companies which others are not looking. So it cut down the competition and improve your chances to get into it as well.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Awesome, sir. Yes. So, sir, I have one question. Even I was thinking many times, right? And I would like to ask this question in this podcast. So, sir, is ML and AI are same as data engineering?
No, I mean, see,
Okay.
as I said, we are into the we can say the age one or the generation one was like digitalization.
Mhm.
Generation two is like preparing the data, and probably the third generation would be something which is using all this data and doing all AI and ML thing. So
Okay.
AI and ML is basically more about prediction, forecasting, all those things.
Okay.
So data engineers are the one who create all this data platform and create all this data, which is going to be used by these ML and AI folks. So you
Okay.
are, as a data engineer, you sit before this AI and ML.
Okay. Got it, sir. Got it. So basically, you are telling that data engineering people are the backbone for the AI/ML people. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So without data engineering, there is no AI/ML, obviously. Okay,
Because
that's awesome.
AI/ML is what? AI/ML, the more data you have on
Correct.
which you will run all those models, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
who will bring all those data into one common place in a clean manner or all those things? So that is the data engineer's work.
Awesome, sir. So yes, guys, we have talked so much questions with sir, and I literally learned so many things from sir. Definitely, I would also join sir's bootcamp to learn about some of the cloud techniques and ETL pipelines and all those things. So all the important links I will get from sir, and I will share in the description. So sir, again, thank you for coming onto my channel. It's
Thank you
really
so much.
a big thing for me because till now many people have come on my channel for a podcast, but this is the first time where I'm getting the senior most person, that too from a data engineering background, that too helping thousands of students to get into data engineering roles, is really awesome, sir. And again, salute to you
so
for
much.
whatever work you are doing.
Thank
and
you.
Keep inspiring us, sir. Thanks a lot for coming onto my channel.
Thank you so much, Praveen. You are so kind.
No problem, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
So
Thanks.
those who are
See you.
watching
Bye.
this, thank you, sir. So those who are watching this video, guys, hit the like button, comment on the video what kind of podcast you need in the next session, right? So definitely I'll bring those people, or you can comment on what you need exactly, right? So until then, meet you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, bye.